we're disappointed, but we can't dig ourselves a hole in the first quarter the way that we did. I mean, we competed the whole rest of the way. You know, we gave ourselves an opportunity. We didn't take advantage of some opportunities that we had, certainly with turnovers and missed box outs and things of that nature, free throws, things like that. But, you know, we have to figure out how to start games better. And we have to get better in 3 areas: transition defense, making sure that we box out and rebound, defensive rebounding, and taking care of the basketball. And those are 3 areas that have been glaring weaknesses for us. But at the same time, I think the fact that we competed with them on the boards, the fact that we gave ourselves a chance despite shooting 34% for the game, shows that we're close. We're close.
Stephanie, the backcourt pressure gave your girls a lot of trouble in the first half. Was there an adjustment that you guys handled that better in the second, or just handled it better?
Well, I think we utilized our press breaker a little bit better in the second half. We stayed off the sidelines a little more. One of the things that their press is designed to do is push to the sideline. You know, sometimes we forget things that we go through because of the pressure. And I think we sort of just got back to the basics a little bit in the second half. We talked about it, and we made a little bit of an adjustment, and then we had Marquez back, so she's a little bit of a calming factor with our guards. So she probably helped a little bit as well. But I think we just handled it better.
Is confidence something right now that you're battling a little bit overall?
I hope not. You know, I think for us, you know, we continue to preach just it's growth. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. We're trying to just get better every single day. We're trying to compete at a high level every single day. And for the most part, our team does that. And now it's just the experience factor. You know, we have freshmen that are getting a lot of minutes who have never been in these types of situations. And we have, you know, players on the floor who may have been in these types of situations on the floor, or on the team, but haven't been on the floor getting minutes. And so I think for us, you know, we just have to continue to show our team the good things that we do, show them that we are a whole lot better, and that we're getting a whole lot better, and then we have to find a way to minimize the deficiencies. And to me, that's the rebounding, that's the transition defense, and that's the turnovers. And, you know, instead of having 21, you know, we don't have to live with having 15 or 16, and we're just gonna have to chip away at it.
Lele kind of took the offensive initiative. Is that something you want her to do every game?
Yes. I mean, you know, she's just, the light bulbs kind of clicked for her. I think she's figured it out a little bit. She's a little bit more sure of where she can get looks in our system. She's a little bit more sure about the opportunities defensively to stay on the floor because now she's a little bit more comfortable in the system. And she's figured it out. And, you know, she's been spectacular. And you can see the potential that Lily has to be a great player in this league for a long, long time.
Well, I mean, it's just like no one wants to win more than her out there.
Yeah.
How much of a motivator was she, and how much pain was she in tonight?
Yeah.
At this point?
She is a motivator. I mean, you know, we were talking about it in the locker room. She's the one that's always talking to our team and pushing them, and holding everybody accountable in practice every single day on the floor. Pushing us to be better, pushing us to hold ourselves to a higher standard, pushing us to communicate and box out and rebound and do all those things. I mean, she's the ultimate competitor. She's a warrior. And yeah, it stings for her. It stings for her because regardless of our process, this is her last year. And this is her last opportunity. And I think she can see the positive progress that we've made. I think that she can respect the positive process that we've made, but it doesn't give her any solace the fact that she's a senior. And you know, we have to find other players around Marquez that can become those types of leaders for us. We got warriors. We got people that are going to compete. Now who's going to take the initiative to be that type of leader? And Marquez and Memphis Spears also was like that for us. And our young kids will get there. I think they've improved so much in a short period of time. I really would have never expected them to have come this far already by January.
How about Erin Whalen? She came in really late in the game and seemed to get a lot fewer minutes than she normally gets. Was it a physical thing or?
Yeah, I think it's a matchup thing. You know,
matchup
I
thing.
think it's a matchup thing. You know, like there are certain games where Erin's going to be able to play a lot, and there's certain games where, she's probably not, based on matchups and defensive coverages and things like that. I think, Erin can give us a lot on the offensive end of the floor, and she's still working on our defense. And, that's no different than most freshmen when they come in, and she's really playing out of position. We're asking her to play the small forward position. She's a perimeter player, and so she's having to adjust to that as well. And, sometimes it's from our standpoint, finding consistency in our rotation and consistency in our lineup that we haven't quite found yet.
When the web was banged up, came down, did she come right back to the campaign, come right back?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
And a couple minutes later, you got her back in.
Yeah, she's like, I'm ready, and I was like, well, let's just give it another second. She still had 4 fouls, so I was a little worried about her fouling out. No, she just wants to compete, she just wants to play, she loves these moments, she relishes these moments, and, she's got the heart of a lion, and I love it for her. And it's, I just can't say enough about her competitive spirit.
You said before the games like this, programs like this can be kind of measuring sticks. I mean, how is that in a way beneficial even in a loss for your team?
Well, I think you look at quarter number 2, 3, and 4, and we're right there. And we despite the fact that we gave them 20 points off of turnovers, we gave them 21 points from the line, we shot poorly, despite all of those things, if we start the game a little bit better, we have a chance. And so, I think that goes back to, okay, what are we doing to prepare? What are we doing in the locker room before we go out? What are we doing in warm-ups? What are we doing, when we come back in and we're going through our stuff on the board? Mentally, how are we preparing that gives us the best opportunity possible to start? Because this has been a trend. No matter who's in the lineup, no matter what we've done, slow starts have been a trend. So now we have to go back to how are we preparing to start the game? And that's probably going to be an evolving process for us all year long. We got 5 freshmen who've never done this before. In high school, they've had their routine, they get there on the bus and they do whatever they normally do. Now it's on their own. And then our stuff that we normally do. So they're trying to figure it out. The returning players are trying to figure it out with our system. We warm up a little bit differently. We start, earlier, and then we come back in, and then we go out full time instead of going back in and come back out and doing all that stuff. So it's a process. It's a process.
Anything else? Thank you, Steph.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.